talk backwards.
Adrian, where do you want to put this?
Right in there.
Do you want to leave it?
The window.
And somebody's going to say when to go.
What's it called? Mask. Take it out. What? Is it okay if Clay without mask?
What's that?
Is it okay if Clay without mask?
You should ask Bob. I mean, this is his space.
So, do you want to be in place or you want to walk in?
We can, whatever you want to
So
do.
why don't you walk in, see if this is. You don't have to hide behind the sun.
But someone's going to cue me, right?
Yeah. Yeah, right now the video is playing.
Okay.
All the promos and the interview with you.
Very different than.
And trying to make something different happen than you would ordinarily see at some club or theater someplace else, which is a kind of a set thing. The idea of placing jazz in a museum of innovation and industry is just, I think it's pretty great pairing, because jazz is a music of innovation. Jazz is a music of improvisation, of spontaneity, of experimentation. And that's what innovation is. Innovation is trying new things, seeing if they're going to work. Then on top of that, you have this series happening in this spectacular room with amazing acoustics, with 40 some odd foot ceilings, where the sound just surrounds you. You play a few notes and it just envelops you, and you get that back. It's a feedback loop. As a performer, you hear the sound and you're inspired to keep playing, and at even a more, creative level. So, we've talked a little bit about the fact that the musicians who play here love it, love playing here. We haven't talked so much about the audience reaction that we get. And I think it's important to us for the audience to have a good experience. And what is incredible to me is the feedback we get from the audiences who come to this series, who believe that this is something that they maybe haven't experienced before, and that they are so happy that they came to hear a concert here. For all of the reasons we've talked about, for the reasons of the acoustics, for the musicians that we choose, for the spontaneity, for the creativity, they hear something new. And there are a lot of people maybe who are not as interested in hearing new things. They want to hear what they've already heard before. That's not really what this series is for, who this series is for. This series is for people who want to hear something different, something fresh, something that's going to perk up their ears, and they're going to say, wow, I never heard that before. The best compliment is, I've never heard anything like it before, and that's what happens in this room.
Greetings, everyone. I'm John Bouchard, co-curator of the Boiler House Jazz Series, along with Ken Field. This is our last event of the year. It's been a strange season. Everything's been online, but that's the way it is in a pandemic. I do want to express my deep gratitude to the Charles River Museum of Industry and Innovation for the remarkable job they've done with these events online, making it work as well as it has. Thanks also to Jazz Generation for their sponsorship of the Boiler House Jazz Series. Please contribute donations on the link that will be on the screen and also in the comments section to support the musicians and the wonderful cultural institution that this museum is. Suggested donation is $15, but you're welcome and encouraged to give more if you're able and less if you're financially stressed. The donations will be equally split between the musicians and the museum. Finally, please make use of the comments section. Let us know where you're viewing from, and feel free to submit questions or comments. There'll be a brief discussion at the end of the performance where the musicians can answer some of the questions you send in. So, and now, here are Lucy Little and Afarin Nazarijou.
Fun, new, and strange experience for us. Just imagining you all out there, wherever you are, I think maybe in multiple countries, which is really cool and exciting. We're really, really happy to be here and excited to play some music for you. Do you want a tune? Yeah. This is the most incredible instrument and maybe also one of the hardest instruments to keep in tune. the crowd goes wild. Well, hello. Thank you. Like I said, we're really, really excited to be here. Look at the camera. Hello, everyone. We met last year when we both started at the New England Conservatory. We're getting our masters there in contemporary improvisation. And so we've just slowly been starting to play more together as a duo, and we're really excited to be invited to do this. So the music that we're going to play today is a combination of our backgrounds, so classical Western, violin, classical Persian, and then mixing in some things that we've been discovering together, some free improvisation, some Irish music, and so hopefully, and improvisation is really a big part of everything that we're going to play. So really hope that you enjoy it. I don't know, Afarin, do you want to speak briefly about this piece we just played?
Yes, the piece that we played after the improv, like we connected those things together. The piece is composed by one of the greatest Iranian musician and tar player. His name is Hossein Alizadeh, and we played this piece. He played it in several concerts, and the mode of the piece is mahur, which is somehow like major, but the emphasis on the notes are different than major, so it has a different feeling. And we played it together, and it was like, this is very nice, we should do it, so I hope you enjoy it.
Yeah. So the next thing that we're going to play, the fun story behind this is that I was just practicing this, and Afarin decided it would be a fun challenge to try to learn it on her instrument. I think you'll understand soon. It's very hard to play, so we decided we were going to have some fun with this. So you'll know when you hear this, and hope you enjoy it. here for a bit. Like I said, we both have been actually learning some Irish music during the time we've been at NEC, and Afarin was talking about that mode we played earlier, Mahur, and we realized that a piece we had learned, an air called Easter Snow, transitioned really beautifully into this mode. And I don't know, but this mode makes me incredibly happy. Like, it's so much more interesting than major, and so there's a lot of sorrow, and this doesn't change anything, but maybe this adds a moment of comfort. So, yeah, here we go.
Okay. Next piece that we are going to play is a piece that I wrote it in the past 3 months. I was thinking about it, and the name of it is Kabud. I was very homesick. I miss Iran a lot, and Kabud is the name of a mountain in west part of Iran. I chose this name because the melody that I'm playing in this mode is based on a Kurdish melody. So, and Kurd people live in west part of Iran, so I chose that beautiful mountain. I was very homesick and I heard this melody, it was beautiful, and I tried to add some things about it and try to make it in odd rhythm. And then we played it with Lucy, and then it turns out a piece. The mode of it is dashti. Dashti is a small mode in a bigger mode, shur. And dashti is a little bit sad, as we are sad because of we are changing everything to sad part. So yeah, I hope you enjoy it. Yeah.
Okay. So time flies, and we're gonna play just one more thing. We've started to mess around with some electroacoustic stuff, so we're gonna do an improvisation, and we're gonna see how it goes. Special thanks to Steve, who's behind the scenes here, the sound person, who's been really helping us figure out how to do it with these amazing microphones and not feeding back the monitors and all of that. So before we play this last piece, obviously, thank you so much again, wherever you are, for watching. We really appreciate it. It means so much. A few people to thank, and institutions, I guess. Thank you so much to the Charles River Museum, where we are right now. I just have to say, I'd never been here before. When we're able to sort of go places again, and you're able to come here, and this is open, if you're in Massachusetts, you should come here, because it's such a cool space. So thank you for hosting us. Jazz Generation, which is a project of keyedup.org, they have been the generous sponsor of this whole series, so thank you so much to them. Of course, thank you to everyone behind the scenes. There's Bob, Michael, Steve, like I mentioned, John, thank you for inviting us to do this. It's really very special and a beautiful way for us to end the year. We also wanted to thank, we have so many teachers that we love very much, but two of our teachers kind of helped us as we were thinking about putting this together. So thank you, Anthony Coleman and Liz Knowles. We really appreciate you. Hopefully, we didn't suck too much. Yeah, I don't know if you want to say anything else or.
Yeah, just thank you.
Okay, here we go. We'll see how this goes. soon, hopefully.
Wow, that was such a fantastic concert. It's so beautiful, so diverse. It must be so strange to play and not hear any applause at the end. But I'm going to just mention a few things that were mentioned in the comments section, and there's also a few questions that you can answer. So let me look at this on my phone. Just things like exhilarating, gorgeous concert, beautiful. I feel like I'm here live in person. This is one of the best online concerts I've been to. Nice work. So this is your applause as I'm giving it to you. Just a few questions. One from a friend, Noah. Question for these wonderful artists. How much of what we heard tonight was improvised?
I'd say 70%.
Yeah. Huge part of it.
Yeah.
Speak in the microphone.
Sorry. Yeah. Probably about 70%. Obviously, there were a few things that we borrowed from or that we started with, and then we went somewhere else. But a good portion of it, and improvisation is an integral component of Persian music, classical and not classical. So, a lot of the entrances into the melodies.
Everything was improvised.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Here's one from my co-curator here, Ken Field, and it's one for you, Afarin. Does the Qanun have a string for every chromatic note like a piano? Wonderful concert, he says, and speak in the microphone.
Okay. I have 81 strings, and I tune every 3 strings one note. So I basically have nearly 4 octaves. My Qanun is 4 octaves. But on every single note, I can have 12 different quarter tones. The keys that I was changing, like, for example, on C, I can have C flat to C sharp, but 12 different quarter tones in between. So I can change that with the keys.
Cool. A couple other comments here. Great sound and beautiful stage and lighting. Well done, crew and technicians.
Definitely.
Yeah, people really enjoyed this. One question I had that I've been asking a lot of musicians I know this question. How's the pandemic affected you as a musician as far as creativity goes? And this is for both of you, so.
Do you want to take this one?
Come on.
Well, the honest answer is that it's really sucked. I spent starting at, say, mid-March. To be honest, I really didn't want to be creative. I struggled to want to do anything, which I think, is okay. It maybe took a little while to embrace the fact that I didn't want to practice or that I would go a long time without doing anything. But now, to be honest, it was hard to put this together because I think both of us were still struggling with, in our own ways, with being creative, finding creativity, finding joy in what we were doing. So it's been hard, but. It's been hard for everybody, so I don't know if you...
For me, it was like the first couple of pandemic, I was very enjoying it because I had nothing to do. I just rest, watch movies, play music. But from summer, I think I feel like I was more creative. Like I practiced much more than I used to. I tried to come up with things because I had different feelings about it. But yeah, because I was practicing a lot, I think I come up with some pieces, and for the first time I wrote them down. So for me it was good until the school started, and again you're going.
Yeah, I feel like we had opposite experiences. But, yeah.
My first time experiencing the Qanun. What a beautiful instrument.
Thank you.
And so wonderfully played. Great sound and beautiful stage, I mentioned that. Thank you, Lucy and Afarin, for a magical evening. You're both incredibly talented.
Thank you.
Loving the last tune.
Oh, cool, yeah.
So thank you all for tuning in, and thank you too for being part of this. And yeah, it's a wonderful evening.
Yeah.
Thanks again.
Thank you.